Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Well, our guest today just hopes that hell isn't that hot.
Yeah, and he said also that he hoped that this wasn't a career ender for us, but here's my thing. If this is the end of career, I am happy to go out this way with Mr. Jerry Springer, host of the Jerry Springer Show.
I just noticed, I love the shot you had because they showed my shoelaces.
I love your shoes, Jerry. You have to explain your campers.
Yes, they. Oh, see, you know. Yeah, they're campers, and they're so comfortable. But the red shoelaces are so I don't forget to tie them. I had, you know.
Have you reached that stage of life, Jerry?
Yes. Well, my mom used to, you know, she would clip on a note to what I had to do. Or
did you have the mitten string?
Oh, sure.
The idiot string?
Oh, my God, yeah.
I still do.
When did I stop being an idiot?
We have to talk about why you're in Vancouver. You've been hosting The Price is Right.
Right.
This sounds like a blast. How much do you enjoy it?
It is so much fun, and I didn't know that it would be. I'm doing it at the River Rock now, and I did it for about 10 weeks in Vegas.
Yeah.
And that's how I got this. And when they asked me to do it, well, obviously I've heard of The Price is Right, and
yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it a few times when I was younger, whatever. I said, well, okay, I'll do it. So I went to Vegas, and I'm telling you, it is addictive. It is so much fun. It's basically the people, it's my show, but the people have teeth.
Yeah. And nobody fights?
Yeah.
Does anybody start a fight with you just because
they stay fully clothed. They don't have any paternity
and
tests.
They have more teeth. You can tell when they smile that it's not my show. But no, when they run up on stage, it is so much fun. And, you know, it's an all-American show. It's family-oriented. I have a great time with it.
What is your favorite game to moderate on The Price is Right?
Well, everyone likes Plinko the best, you know, because that's, you know, that's.
It is iconic.
It's a very complicated game to try and explain to people, though. Let that go. And
so that, but truthfully, it's a chance to do comedy. It's almost as if the games are irrelevant because it's just people getting so excited playing something, and it's a chance for me to interact with the people, and we tell jokes and we talk about their lives, and then we play the game. But it's it doesn't matter to me
it's the
which
chaos.
game.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me which game they're playing.
It's the fun of the people, because the attachment that people have to this program is, I mean, it's very unique. And it's universal. It's not just, you know, it's North America, it's the world.
I still think Bob Barker could run for president.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Speaking of running for president in politics, my goodness, that's kind of where...
What were you doing last week?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. You know, I was with the president for, I guess, about an hour and 15 minutes. There were 8 of us, and we sat around in Cincinnati and talked substantive issues and then campaign strategies and stuff like that. I can't tell you how excited he was to meet me. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was freaking out. I'm sure he was crying. And
I love the guy. I mean, you know, that's my politics, and I just love him. I think he's great.
And not many people would know, you know, people know you from your show and stuff. Your history in politics goes back your entire career.
In Ohio, people know me first from politics. I used to be the mayor of Cincinnati, and so I spent 10 years very active.
Well, and a counselor for a long time before that.
City council, and then the mayor. And so they know that. And I still devote 1 day a week, except when I'm on vacation, every week of the year, going out and giving political speeches and organizing, raising money. So I'm very politically active, but I don't make my living doing it. I make my living in show business.
Well, people should be politically active. That's the thing. And I think the States right now, I mean, the level of engagement, and it's interesting from an outsider's perspective as a Canadian watching this, what a fork in the road it seems like the U.S. is at right now, socially, culturally, politically, all these things.
This is a big one. I mean, symbolically, 2008 was an incredible presidential election. But in terms of the direction the country takes, this year is probably a bigger one, because this is the most philosophically different. You know, the choice philosophically is huge.
Barack Obama seems like an incredible guy to listen to, obviously.
Well, even if you don't like his
speech.
policies, you can't objectively not be impressed that this is an incredible talent.
What's it like in person then? I mean, if it's that incredible on TV, what's it like when you're in a room with him with a small group and having a conversation with him?
He's totally cool. I mean, that is the word. He's cool.
He does give off that vibe.
He's
that
the hippest
persona.
president ever. Sorry, Bill Clinton.
But when there's 8 of you talking, Jerry,
Their personalities are really different. They're both just as smart. Clinton is totally engaging. But when Obama walks into the room and he's talking with you and you just realize, I'll never be that cool.
How many Secret Service agents are there when there's 8 of you in a room? Like, how much security has to be around?
Well, I'll tell you, they spend most of their time making sure the chairs were bolted down.
Jerry brought his own security team. You brought your own security team with you.
Usually you go through the metal detectors for weapons. Here you go through to make sure the chairs are, you can't throw
Lucky
chairs.
ours are too big, otherwise we'd have to do it.
I love how self-deprecating you are about
I have reason to be.
your career and everything else, but you've taken some opportunities. I mean, when you go through what you've done, obviously we've covered politics, Price is Right, you're doing now your own show, Dancing with the Stars, Broadway, singing, all this stuff. I mean, you seem like one of those guys that'll just kind of go,
I'll figure out what I can do. I am still looking for a career.
Have you ever been scared to try it? To try any of those things?
No, I don't think physically I'm very courageous. In other words, I wouldn't jump out of a plane, you know. So those kind of things I don't dare. But other than that, I usually say yes, I'm willing to gamble.
Dancing with the Stars, though, a lot of people who have done that show said it was one of the most difficult things physically that they've ever tried. And you made it to, you were number 5, the top 5?
Yeah. Well,
but how hard was it?
Oh, there's a...
You look the
Which
grace, the poise.
Oh, I see. Okay. This is my favorite.
Ole!
This was a train wreck. This was the Paso Doble. Oh my God, where'd you get all
Look
these
at you there, though.
Nobody ever looks good in still photos dancing.
No, the worst part of the outfits, see, I did the same dance every week. I just did it at different speeds.
Different speeds, different outfits, no one will notice?
The truth is, I was 35 years, 40 years older than anyone else in the show. So obviously I couldn't physically do the things that the younger people could do. So what I spend most of my time doing is memorizing the steps. I knew I wasn't going to win, first of all. Secondly, I knew I wasn't going to win in form. So I would, during the rehearsals, everyone else, oh boy, they really worked hard.
Right.
But I don't like to sweat.
I like your style.
Yeah. So I would sit there and write down, I had crib notes about left foot to the left. Right. Then right knee, and I would just sit there, eat cheeseburgers, and memorize the steps. And they thought I was crazy, but it worked because I was most afraid. I knew my form would be horrific, and it wasn't going to change by practice. But I didn't want to forget the steps in the middle of the dance because it's live.
Yeah, and if you freak out, you're done.
It's not like, you know, if you take your significant other and you go out dancing one evening. When you dance, you tend to repeat the same steps, and you know, and if you big deal, you can stop and talk, and you can. Here, you can't.
There's no stopping.
And you don't know where to pick it up. In other words, if you skip a step,
once you're lost, you're lost.
You're lost for the whole rest of the dance, and that's what frightened me.
Oh, I would be too scared. And we're going to take a quick break and come back with more Jerry, but we want to tell you that, of course, Jerry Springer is here in town because he's hosting The Price is Right live at the Boulevard Casino in Coquitlam. We're giving away some tickets. You can send us an email. Do it by Monday, urbanrush@shaw.ca to enter our draw.
He's at the River Rock right now, and then they're moving over to the Boulevard next week, so you can look forward to that. We're going to take a quick break and more with Mr. Springer after this.